Alright guys, so today's lesson is going to be over combining like terms. The key word today is going to be combining and obviously like terms. So I'm going to explain to you quickly what like terms are. Terms, algebraic terms, is an algebraic expression involving only one multiplication between constants and at least one variable. Example would be 3xy. So to sum that up, a term is basically a variable and a number that indicates multiply. Sometimes there's no variable and it's just a number by itself. So if you look here on the screen, 3 plus 4y minus x plus 7y, you should see four terms. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those are four different terms. So here's the first example. I'm going to go pretty basic. So you have a green apple right here. One green apple and one banana. So let's say one green apple. Let's say an apple. I'm going to give it the variable a. Banana, the variable b. Keyword today, combining or put together. So on the screen right here, I have 3 bananas. Remember that multiplying is the shortcut of adding the same variable or the same number over and over. So instead of writing 1 apple plus 1 apple plus 1 apple, I'm going to go ahead and say 3a. Here I have 2 bananas, so that'll be 2b. 2 green apples, 2a. 1 banana is 1b. Sometimes in math we just write b. Remember, I hope you know that every variable that stands by itself also has a 1 as a constant or a number in front of it, the number 1. So let's combine them. Combining in math means adding. So here I have 3 bananas, 3 apples, 2 apples. Altogether I have 5 apples. I have 2 bananas and 1 banana. Altogether I have 3b. Let's quickly talk about what just happened on the screen here. On the screen here I have 3a plus 2a's, 3 apples plus 2 apples equals 5 apples. 2 bananas plus 1 banana equals 3 bananas. So I finally simplify it all together. My combined like term is 5a plus 3b. I want you to keep bananas and apples in mind because it's going to help you really understand adding and combining like terms. Here I have something a little bit different. I have 1 green apple, so let's say that's a positive apple. 1 red apple, today I'm going to say that's a negative apple, so negative a. Positive b, negative b. So here on the screen, let's just write down what we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 green apples. So I have a positive 4a. I have 1, 2, 3 bananas, so positive 3b. And I have 1 red apple, which is negative apple. So if you understand about opposites, positive a and negative a creates a zero pair. It cancels out. So if I were to take this red apple and put it on top of the green apple, these two disappear. So mathematically what's happening is 4a minus 1a becomes positive 3a. And what do I have left? I just have 3 bananas plus 3b. And that's my final simplified answer. Next, same thing. I already did this one. So this one. So I have 1, 2. If you want to go ahead and jump down and whisk this or summarize this part real quick, I get 4a plus 3b minus 2a minus, remember this is a negative banana, positive banana, negative apple, positive apple. I have a negative banana. Quickly combine terms. So 1 green apple and 1 yellow apple creates a zero pair, disappear. So right now I lose 1 banana. 2 red bananas with 2 green apples creates 2 zero pairs, so those are gone. So what's left on the board? I have 2 green apples, which is a positive 2a, and positive 2 bananas. So that's my final simplified answer. I want you to look here quickly. 4a plus 3b minus 2a minus b. These 2a can be subtracted from this 4a. Same thing with this negative b, subtracted from this 3b, and we get 2b. Just using pictures to help you using combining like terms. For those of you that had me in the past, if you don't want to draw using colors and shapes, the quickest way to do this is the doodle method, using squigglies, and it's not really a method, doodle and color. So what I'm going to do is combine like terms. Here on the board I have 3 of them. So the first thing you want to do is you want to separate each term with the symbol to the left of it, because in math we're really not adding and subtracting, we just have a really long chain that we're combining. So here, if you quickly check it out, I have a positive 9. How do I know that's a positive 9? Because there's no subtraction symbol, there's no negative sign for it. Here I really don't have minus 7t, I have negative 7t. I have a positive 1, and I have a positive 4t. So really, this whole expression, I have 4 terms. Now what I want you to do is you can use different colors, and I just want you to put a squiggly under terms that look alike. So negative 7t, both have a number and a t, just t to the power of 1. I'm going to put a squiggly right there. Positive 4t, a number and a t. They are alike. Just like the bananas or the apples, they're alike. And then I'm going to switch colors. I will do orange. The number 9, the positive 9, and the positive 1, they're both numbers. Now let's combine them. What I know is I have 2 squigglies, a negative 7t and a positive 4t. I combine it, just like canceling out bananas. What's left is I have a negative 3t. Combining the numbers, a positive 9 with a positive 1, positive 10. And that's how I simplify that. Again, so the next one, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to box each term with the symbol to the left. So I have a positive 2z, negative 3y, negative 8y, and a positive 1y. Again, 4 terms. What I'm going to do now is just separate them by color so that you can see. I'll start with orange. I'm going to run through this whole expression. I'm going to put a squiggly underneath the 2z. So anything that has a number and a z to the power of 1. That's a number and a y. That's a number and a z. So there's my other squiggly right there. This is a y. So I only have those 2. Switching colors again. I have negative 3y, which is a color, or which is a number and a y. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine similar terms. So similar terms would include the 2, I'll start with the squiggly. Positive 2z and negative 8z is going to yield me a negative, let's go back to orange. I will go negative 8z, well positive 2 goes into, will combine with negative 8 will give me negative 6z. Positive y, positive 1y that is, combined with negative 3y is going to give me negative 2y. Think in terms of bananas canceling out, or apples, or shapes, and that's how I simplify that one. Let's talk about this last one right here. This last one, I get x squared, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to box each term with the symbol to the left of it. So I know that's a positive x squared. I know this is a negative 2xy. I know this is a positive y squared. So there's 3 terms. Always box each term with the symbol to the left of it. I'm going to run through it. I can clearly see that this is x to the power 2. See if anything else has an x to the power of 2. This just has 1x, so it's not the same. This is y to the power of 2, so it's not the same. So right here, I can't simplify this last one anymore because nothing else is simplified. We just did those. Let's do this last one. Simplified 3a plus 2 plus a. Again, box each term. Box the number with the symbol to the left. Box the a with this positive symbol next to it. I have 3 terms. So I have 3a, squiggly, squiggly, and a number. So right there I can see that the 2 squigglies can be combined. I have 4a plus 2. And that's how you simplify that. So in review, I want you to go ahead and write this one down in your summary, and I want you to pause the video and just do it, and I will move on, and then when you're finished, click play, check your answers. So first thing I'm going to do is I am going to box each term with the symbol to the left of it, the math operator next to it. Getting rid of all the addition and subtraction. We're just putting terms next to each other. Here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different terms. And what I'm going to do is going to go through and just put a squiggly underneath 2x. So a number and a variable x. Scan through my expression. Here's a number and an x. That's not it. Okay. And then I'm going to put a single line underneath the number. Run through my list. Single line under 5. And lastly, I'm going to put, I don't know, a triangle underneath the number and a y. Okay, so now I have everything organized. Let's put things together that are alike. So clearly, here I have 2x. Run through my list. There's a squiggly. That's a positive 4x. So that's a positive 6x. So the x's are done. I have a 7 and a positive 5. So that's 12. Gone. I have a negative 7y and a negative 3y. Combine those, negative 10y. I've used every term. This is my final simplification of combining like terms. So that's all I have today. Please write down any questions you have. You may send me a message, and we will go over this some more in class.